I'm over 65 years old. I've been through a lot in this life. I worked hard, raised my family, watched my kids grow up and go their own ways. But now, the house is quieter than ever. Most of my friends, the ones I used to hang out with at the bar, go fishing with, have those long Sunday talks, they're gone. The few who are still around, we still text now and then, but time, distance, and health have a way of pulling even the closest people apart. It's strange to have lived so much and suddenly realize that silence has become your closest companion. But I'm not always alone. Here with me lives a loyal friend. One who asks for nothing but gives me everything. He doesn't ask how my day was, but he's always by my side. He wakes me up in the morning wagging his tail, and when I come back from being out, he acts like I'm the best person in the world. He's my dog, my partner, my true companion. A lot of people think a dog is just an animal, but for someone who lives alone, he becomes family. And today I can say with no exaggeration, this little guy changed my life. The reality of loneliness in old age. Not many people talk about this, but loneliness after a certain age, it's real. It doesn't show up all at once. It creeps in slowly. First, your routine changes. The kids grow up, start their own families, have their own responsibilities. Friends start to pass away, one by one. And suddenly you realize the phone rings less. Group lunches don't happen anymore. And that silence, the one that used to feel like peace, now feels heavy. You wake up, make your coffee, sit at the table, and everything is exactly where it was yesterday. Nothing's changed. No one calls you. No one's waiting. That's when you start to understand what loneliness really is. Not just being alone in a room, but feeling like no one shares the little moments with you anymore. Some days time just drags on. You leave the TV on just to have some sound in the house. You talk to yourself, not always out of sadness but out of habit. Like you just want to hear your own voice, to remind yourself you're still here. But life goes on. And even with all of this we keep moving forward. Because deep down there's still a part of us that wants to feel needed, to love, to have companionship. Even if it's simple, even if it's quiet. And that's where having a four-legged friend can make all the difference. How a dog changes everything. It's amazing how the presence of a dog can completely transform someone's day. When he first came into my home, I'll be honest, I thought he'd just be a little distraction. But it turned out to be so much more than that. He brought life, movement. He gave my daily routine meaning again. Now I wake up with him jumping on the bed, wagging his tail, asking for love. That empty feeling I used to have when opening my eyes, it's gone. There's someone who depends on me. Someone waiting for me. And that changes everything. I go out for walks with him every day. And those simple walks have become precious moments. You start to see the world differently. He taught me to slow down, to notice the trees, the smells, the people. And believe it or not, because of him, I've even started chatting with new people again. A dog has that power, to bring people closer, break the ice, spark smiles. At home he watches me, follows me, lays at my feet when I sit in my chair, and just stays there, quiet. But just knowing he's there calms my heart. It's not just company, it's true presence. It's love that asks for nothing and gives everything. Having a dog doesn't erase the feeling of missing someone, but it fills your day with something deeper than loneliness. Care, affection, loyalty. And for someone living alone, that's a gift beyond measure. 7 reasons to have a dog after 65. A lot of people ask me, is it really worth having a dog at this age? And I answer without hesitation. Yes, it is. And here are 7 reasons why. 1. True companionship. He never leaves me alone. Even without saying a word, he's always nearby. And honestly, that presence is priceless. 2. A routine with purpose. Having a dog brought structure back into my life. Time to wake up, go for walks, feed him, play. It gives real meaning to my days. 3. Daily walks. Before I barely left the house. Now, I walk every day. And it's even improved my health. 4. Less stress, more joy. He makes me laugh. Helps me forget my problems for a while. It's natural therapy. 5. Mental stimulation. With him, I'm always alert. Where he is, what he's doing, if he's okay. That kind of awareness keeps my mind active. 6. A sense of responsibility. Even in retirement, I have a mission. Take care of him. That makes me feel useful every single day. 7. Unconditional love. He doesn't judge me. He doesn't care about my age, my aches, or my silences. He loves me just the way I am. And that is everything. Having a dog after 65 isn't just a good idea. It's a gift. A chance to live again, with joy, affection, and meaning. Sometimes at night, I look around the house and realize how quiet everything is. There's no more chatter from visitors, no phone ringing all the time. The truth is, time has taken a lot of people away. Friends, family. Some left peacefully. Others left a silence that still echoes inside me. In that loneliness I could have given up. But I didn't let myself. Because there's a pair of eyes that look at me every day with joy and love. There's this little furry friend who, when he sees me sad, rests his head on my knee. Like he's saying, I'm here. I used to think that at this age all we do is wait for time to pass. But my dog taught me the opposite. He taught me to live in the now. To find joy in the little things, a walk, a ray of sunshine, a scratch behind the ear. Things I never used to appreciate. And when people ask me, don't you miss living with someone? I answer honestly, of course I do. But what I have here is more than just company. It's pure love. It's a bond that doesn't need words. If I could go back in time, maybe I'd do a lot of things differently. But one thing I'm sure of, choosing to have this dog by my side was one of the best decisions I ever made. It doesn't matter how old you are. If there's still space in your heart, there's still room for a new beginning. And sometimes all we really need is a wagging tail and a loyal gaze to remind us of that. It's not about filling time. It's about filling the heart. And if it comes with 4 paws and a loving look, even better. Life can be simple and full of love. You just need someone by your side, even if that someone has a wet nose and a wagging tail.